Hello everyone, welcome to BIM Modeler channel. So this is a basic tutorial of Revit architecture, fourth tutorial. In this tutorial you will be learning the basic floor modeling, roof modeling, multi-story building. So if you are new to Revit architecture, so if you have gone through the previous video, you will be able to draw a simple wall type which is available already in our model. So the similar way we're going to use floor and roof to create a basic model of a building, and we will be able to use the copy and paste option to create a multi-story building of the same. So new, or if you're familiar with our channels, you can subscribe to it, and at the end, if you are like the channels, then you can share it with your friends, those who are trying to learn the parametric family creations or the basic architecture tutorials. We are going to come up with additional tutorials for Dynamo and Navis work and IoT tutorials. So hope this will be helpful to you. So let us, from that we will be able to see the tutorials. So I have started the Revit tutorial softwares already. So let us start with the new projects. Say new project, and as usual, so you can see that models, new project. So I have architectural template by default in this place. So if you could not find it, you can command it on the below side, and let us say OK. And in the initial architectural template, you may have find that two levels will be available by default. If you have noticed, so we have to create multi-story buildings. So in that case, we need at least 5 or more than 5 levels. Let us go back to the level, and as we discussed earlier sessions, you will be able to create this level, and from here, or from drawing it from this way, make a floor plan. We don't want structural plan, and you will be able to draw as like this one. And if you are trying to create multiple views faster way, so you can copy and paste also, and say 10 feet I want to offset this level from here to here. To the upside, if you move your cursor, you can understand whether it goes upside or downside. So you have to select it from the top, and like this, and 7th level, 8th, 9th, 10th. While you create, you may notice that the levels also creating the floor plan and ceiling plan continuously until 7th. Let us go back to the floor plan view. So you can zoom in and zoom out by scroll bar, and you can use the same scroll bar for double click, and it will zoom to fit, or you can right click and say zoom to fit. We just need a rectangular box of our building. The first thing is that creating the exterior wall. Say it will be exterior SCMU wall, like this one. And you can define your rooms by interior walls, you can, or from the uh, generic model. So I'm going to create a interior 5-inch partition wall. It is a 2-hour fire protection wall. Let us create our own walls from single line, and let us create a corridor, and this will be our conference room. And we can create over in this place, we can create our rooms. Let us say this as a office room, office building. And this will be our bathrooms, restrooms. So I have not considered any dimensions. The beauty of Revit is that you can modify it later. Since it's a parametric tool, you will be able to modify it later. So do remember, so we have not constrained any wall upper settings. So you can select all those walls at the same time, and you will find it as the top constraint. We have to constrain it to the next level, level 2. So if you notice that if I make Control Z or going back, if I open the 3D view, you will be able to see this level will have until level 2 it will be 20 feet height. So you can open both the views simultaneously, and let us select this and change the top constraint as level 2. Okay, let us come near to that. And next thing is that we have to create a floor as similar while drawing a wall, and you will be able to select the types of wall, and from similar way you will be able to have a similar drawing tool for your floors, which is available in this place. Create a floor for current level of the building. Let us select the wall, pick walls. You will be able to pick the walls, and it will be selecting your interior edge or the exterior edge. So we have to create it till the exterior edge. If you want it, you can flip it the other side, or you can flip it inside. Let us make that as edge and select the other edges like this, or you will be able to pick your line edges wherever you need. And I wanted to pick the edges like this. Let it be as it is and finish it. It will be our ground floor for us. And continuing to that, so we have to create the upper floor, so the suspended ceiling, and we have to have certain spaces. So we have 10 feet space between two levels, so we can say to the next level, we can go to the next level from this view, level 2, and you will be able to draw your floor by picking the wall, or you will be able to create it, a copy and paste it the levels. The same thing possible. You can select the floor, and I wanted to change this as 3-inch, and wood joist, I have to change this as wood joist. You can change the visual graphics from here, visual appearance, realistic, and you can understand how the interior looks and the exterior looks, and going nearby the floor you will be able to understand the tile. Okay, so let us go back to the level 2, and level 1 view we have it in this place. Let us create one more floor, and we can pick the wall, but this time I want to offset these walls at some distance to the one side or to the all sides, so however you need as per your design requirement. Let me say that this particular floor will be offsetted to the entire side for 3 feet. Like this. After clicking these lines, you have to tap this so that it will detect all the surrounding walls like this. I'm pressing continuously tab button one by one, so it will detect the possible options. When it highlights all four sides of wall, you have to click on left mouse button and finish those. This question, so you have to listen and say it. It's a Revit pop-up window which says, do you like to go up to the floor level to attach the bottom item? Which bottom? Do you see that? So these walls are more and it's coming top of the floor. So if you wanted to constrain it, as in construction, we construct these walls till the bottom of the floor. Yes, I wanted to attach. Neat and clean it will be. And what else? So we can create another office setup. You can see the base level model, and you may have to draw your own space. Say wall again. Take the command rectangle and or the just line. You will be able to create the exterior wall. And I'm picking on the center line, so let us create some offset from here so that it differentiates our floors. Okay, let us use select the element, and you can see that trim and extend, join it. Now what I'm thinking, these two walls supposed to be curtain wall. You can select these two walls and you will be able to go down and you can see the curtain wall storefront. You can apply that. It will automatically change, and you will be able to create your next floor similar way, which is very similar. You can create by picking the walls like this by continuous tab buttons, or you can pick your own walls like this, and clicking this button will swap the edges and finish it. Whenever you see a error box, you have to read it carefully. This line supposed to be closed loop. It should not have any edges, extra edges, or not joined lines, not open loops. You have to trim and extend and see whether these lines are connected properly. I'm just selecting it by tab button. These two lines are connected, but these other lines are not connected together. In the same way, I'm using tab to select it. You can see the disconnect, so you have to trim and extend these two edges. Now if I'm tapping it, you will be able to understand it's connected properly. The similar way, you should not have any extra line in between or outside anywhere. It should be properly connected. Delete this and finish it. It's supposed to be on the level 3, so but we have created it on the level 2, so we don't want to attach it, so we need to change their level to level 3. And again we missed out the wall constraint, top constraint. Using tab, you will be able to select the entire portion of the wall, and you can change the to level 3. And if you are trying to edit the wall again and finishing it, you will be able to see the command over again the same dialog box. Do you want to attach to the bottom? No, let it be as it is. Yes. And you can see the model clearly like this. And if you are supposed to be wanted to create this as a slope to roof in this direction or in this direction, sloped floor, let us edit this and say slope arrow in the constructions of your drawing boundary line previously. This time slope arrow from here to here. And I like to see it in the opposite side and say edit. You can rotate it by using rotate command, and you can click anywhere, say 180°, enter, finish it. Yes, I wanted to attach, but still I feel that it's supposed to be in a different height, and it will delete the mullions which is available already, and it will create the new mullions. Yes, I like to extend the floors so that we can see the edges outside, so that rain will falls outside of the floor. So I can go back to the pick option and say offset value 1 feet, and I have to select these lines to offset. I'm using tab to select the continuous selection, and I will be able to use the tab and select it and delete the already existing lines, finishing it. Yes, now if you see that it is a clear finish, so we have our own Revit 2-floor story building model. Okay, let us be this in one side, and we wanted to see the multi-story building. It is simple, going next to the side of this building. This time it will be a plain, or you can go to the floor plan 1. You can copy all these elements. I want to see whether it selected the floor or not. After selecting these elements, you can see this contextual tab filter option. Yes, it is selecting with one floor and 16 walls. And let us go and say copy. There are two copies over in this place, copy 1 and copy. And this copy is inside your project. It cannot be copied and pasted to the anywhere. And this will be copied to your clipboard. It means to the system memory. So you can copy and paste it to the next project. It is possible. So I'm using this copy to copy and probably paste it over in this place. And you can see that we have building, but don't think that the constraints will not come here. The level constraint will remains all over the project. So we need to have an additional floor to the upper side. So you can copy and paste it to the upper side, or you can simply copy all these elements by using this copy, and you will be able to see these multiple paste options. In these multiple options, I'm going to use this time only this element align to selector levels. I want to align to the selector levels. I want to paste it to level 2, 3, 4, 5 and saying OK. After doing that, you will be able to see that our models are pasted, the same similar models are pasted, and you can go to each and every floors and you can see those two buildings. We are in level 3, and you can customize if you have any difference between the other floors. Later, if you need your roof to be created, you have a roof plan over in this place. We want to create the roof at level 5, I hope, not the 6. Let me check that. And by picking the 4 walls using tab button and finishing it, it is creating on the 5. Let us make it as 6. It is very similar. Since Revit is a parametric tool, you will be able to customize or change the design, and at any cost, at any time. It will be very less time considering the other tools, comparing with SketchUp or any AutoCAD tools. You don't have to create the different views. So the when you are affecting one views, it will be reflected into the other views also. You can go to the level 6 and you will be able to see the roof, and you will be able to control the roof, their sloping angle, and all the other parameters such as material, dimensions and offset. Everything you can control it. So we will be discussing this as a basic tutorial, and we have to see these elements as deep as much possible in a different tutorials. So I hope this helps you. So you have to practice with the elements, you have to practice with the tools which is available in front of you. If you are capable of using these element tools, and if you are able to select their properties and the options, you could recognize the other tools also. It's possible. You just practice with these tools and try to create your home or school or college. And if you have any questions on the same, you can leave the comment below. So till then, see you then. So subscribe to the BIM modeler channels, that and we can post you on the advanced level of tutorials for the same. So we are creating parametric tutorials and Dynamo tutorials. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye from Rajkumar.